Alright, hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be teaching y'all a really cool and fun trick to learn, like towards maybe like beginner or intermediate riders, that looks really cool and can get you around places if you want. It's how to ride backwards on your bike. So, like sitting on your bike like this and going that way. Here's a little example. So as you can see, it's pretty easy. Things you're going to need before you start learning this is definitely a pretty wide open space, because you are going to be going backwards and you're not really going to be able to see the ground behind you very well. You can turn your head a little bit, but that makes it a little harder to learn. So just somewhere like wide open, maybe like a tennis court or a basketball court, just somewhere where you're not going to have to worry about running into things. The next thing obviously is you're going to have to be pretty comfortable on your bike and have a decent amount of balance, because you are going backwards. It's going to be a little different at first. It has a little bit of a learning curve, but after you get over that, it's really easy. It pretty much, once it clicks and you get it, you're fine. I had a friend that used to be able to do this down streets, like texting and stuff. I definitely do not recommend that, but it is kind of cool. So another thing that I'd recommend having before you learn this is wearing a helmet, just because like if you are going backwards, you end up like slipping off your bars a little bit, because you are sitting on your bars, and if you slip off, you could flip over onto your back. Is a helmet, or maybe elbow pads, or whatever, just whatever makes you feel a little more comfortable doing this. So the first step to learning this is just finding like the body position to do it. So what you're gonna do is you just like stand on your tiptoes kind of like this, and then sit on top of your bars with your butt. And then to start off, I'd recommend going downhill, so I'll flip my bike around real quick. So just like this, sit on your bars, and then put your pedal to where there's no slack, especially if you have a free coaster. Make sure you have all your slack out, just to where when you step on, it'll start you rolling backwards. But if you aren't really comfortable doing that, you can put your pedal all the way down. And this only works on a hill, just because you'll actually start rolling backwards by yourself. You just put your foot on there, and then just kind of sit up like this and keep one foot off. That way you can... This way, if you have one foot off, you can kind of drag it and just make sure that you don't fall over or anything like that. And you have something to like drag along the ground to make sure you don't go too fast. So once you get a little more comfortable doing that and you want to put both feet on, then you don't necessarily have to go down a hill. Just find something flat. This probably isn't the best place to do it for me, just because it is a little bit hilly, so I'm going uphill now. Just make sure all your slack's out. Sit on your bars. Scoot up. And then put your foot on, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put all your, like almost all your weight on that pedal just to get you started, and it'll roll. And then you'll move your other foot up just like that, and you'll just start pedaling backwards. Alright, so real quick, I'm gonna show you an example of how to start. So obviously, all my slack's out. You'll just step on that pedal, push, just go. Take your hands off, keep them on, whatever. As far as steering goes, you just steer with your butt. So one quick thing I forgot to mention is like how you grab it. It really doesn't matter, you can do it either way. Personally, when I do it, I put my hands backwards like this, so my palms are facing towards the back of my bike. But I mean, you can do it like this if that feels more comfortable. You can do one way and one the other. It really doesn't matter, it's just whichever way feels best to you. But for turning the bike, pretty much all you have to do is like you'll just kind of lean that way and just pretty much use your butt to turn. And that's it. Alright, so then once you're pretty comfortable with it, if you feel like you've got that down, you can take your hands off too. Really hard, just make sure your butt's really stable on your bars, because if you're like kind of sliding around everywhere, then it probably isn't a very good idea to do that. But you'll just start going. I'll just lay down on the shirt. There you go. Doesn't make it that much harder. So then once you do that, you're just going to want to just start feeling it out. Just try to do it for a little while. Make sure you don't go too fast, because if you do start going too fast, it's really hard to get out of. I know a lot of people that, like if you do get too uncomfortable and you're going backwards, you can kind of just hop like this and let go of your bike. I definitely recommend doing that a lot more than trying to, like if you're going really fast and trying to do something else like pop off to the side or something, because that could end really badly. So, easy thing is, so just put your feet on, start pedaling backwards. It makes it easier to balance if you are pedaling. But the more you do it, the easier it is, and the less you'll have to pedal. So eventually you'll be able to do it, and your feet are just going to be flat. All right, so the best ways to bail out of this if you are like uncomfortable doing it or like start going a little too fast is if you're going backwards, just hop backwards off your bike like this. If you want, you can try to grab your tire or something so your bike doesn't fall like that. It's up to you. Another way is you can just drag your feet on the ground, like take them off the pedals. You want to take them off at the same time though, because if you try to take one off before the other, you could end up like catching like one of the pegs and you're trying to take the other foot off and turn your bike a little bit. So just like this, you're going, just kind of just put your feet down just like that. Other than that, it's not really like it's a really easy trick to learn, and like especially like for beginner riders, like this was really fun for me to do when I first started riding. So I definitely recommend it, and it helps like a little bit with bike control, just being a little more comfortable on the bike. I know some people that can get into riding backwards, like by stepping over their frame onto like either their peg or something and getting over that. I'm not a huge fan of that because I really don't do it that often unless I'm like riding somewhere. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If y'all have any questions about it, just let me know. Thanks.